Can you explain to me what's going on here, then? We're going to be on Mars by 2040, are we?
Hi. Yeah, well, what they're looking at, the European Space Agency, like NASA and other agencies, actually produce documents every so often looking at 15 years ahead, where they think they should be going and where they're aiming to. And technological developments which are happening at the moment at such a pace are quite phenomenal. And they're looking at the best way for space exploration, for developing the technologies, which can also therefore be used back down here on Earth, and how space is moving forward. Space is going very differently now. And they put a great line in their document saying that space is no longer a frontier. It is, in fact, territory. And I think there's some truth in that, because what we're looking at with space now in the solar system, certainly with the moon, the asteroids, and certainly Mars in the short term, and the moons of Jupiter in the long term, is in a similar way where the Europeans spread out across this planet, where they started to colonize the Americas, Australia, and so on. And this is the stage we're at the moment within the solar system, with the development of technologies. How do those technologies operate? Navigation systems in the solar system itself, better communication systems for people who are going to work and live in space, because there'll be people who will be mining the asteroids, possibly mining the moon for minerals that we need down here on Earth, rare earth metals and things like that. Therefore, they'll have to be living and working in space itself. So that's the vision they're looking at. And I thought the interesting thing here is the robots going out and exploring using AI technology to explore the planets and the moons, which I think is quite an interesting development, something that Elon Musk is going to be hopefully working on in just the next few years.
Wow, it sounds because that's not actually that far away, is it? 2040. So we need to get a wiggle on.
Yeah. Well, this is the different thing. What they hope to be doing, and which I think is quite interesting, because by 2040, they're hopefully there's going to be all these people living on Mars, and the HS2 will not be running yet, which I find interesting.
It's true. Yeah, you put that into a bit of context for us.